Okay, I think it might be. Okay, good morning. Let's just grab the questions, everybody. And
Brian, Rita needs to mute. That's what they're hearing.
okay. Oh, I think she has. Okay. Who wants to go first? Who wants to say hello, good morning first? Before I call on them.
Good morning. I'm Amy Smith Thomas, Butler County Adult Ed, Butler County Jail, and Kentucky Christian Recovery. Happy Thursday.
Wait a minute. The Kentucky Christian Recovery, I didn't know that one. What's going on there?
That's of course, well, Brittany works with them as well. That is just an all-male facility for those who are battling addiction.
Well, I know about them, but are you on staff with them then?
I teach them.
Oh, I didn't know you went there to teach. Nice. Okay. Great. Okay, you call on the next person then, Amy.
What about my bestie, Brittany?
I knew it. I said, here she goes. Hi, I'm Brittany Hippler. I work with Reentry and Employment Services, as well as go to all of the adult eds in South Central Kentucky once a month to do targeted services orientation. I'm going to call on Priscilla because you look so pretty today.
Oh, you're so sweet. Good morning, Priscilla Schwartz with Passport by Molina Healthcare. And we have a community resource fair today here at the One Stop. So just lots of events going on, and we have an expungement coming up, but that's over in my East counties, and we're planning one for Monroe County. So we'll keep you posted on that. And I will call on, let's see, how about we call on Paula Brooks?
Good morning. My name is Paula Brooks, and I'm with the Office of Vocation and Rehabilitation. And I will call on Heath Ray.
Hey, good morning. My name is Heath Ray. I'm at Community Action of Southern Kentucky and Refugee Services. Great to be here this morning. Let's see who else is not. Frank Garabato, you're up.
I'm Frank Garabato. I'm the one-stop operator. Unlike the one-stop center that Priscilla has, I'm at the KCC Bowling Green. Let me see. Samantha.
Hi, my name is Samantha. I'm an employment specialist with Audubon Area Community Services. We place SNAP and KTAP participants at their volunteer sites. I have 3 other counterparts that I work with. We cover all of the Barren River region. I personally cover a third of Warren County, Butler County, and Logan County. I call on Rita Rogers.
Hi, good morning. I am Rita Rogers. I am College and Career Navigator of Logan County and the Consortium. I am also a GED manager, and I am an ESL instructor as well. So I have too many roles, but I love to do it. Thank you.
Have Jamie from online that hasn't gone yet.
Hi, I'm Jamie Fugate. I'm with WKU's Continuing in Professional Development. I work with Dan Basta, and he'll be on in just a few minutes.
Okay, great. Well, I'll go next with the ones that are here in the room. Brian Becker with the South Central Workforce Development Board. Red Rover, send Jessica over.
Jessica Cameron, I'm also with South Central Workforce Development Board.
Shannon Gotke with South Central Workforce Development Board and Ready Set Hire.
I'm Alexa, and I work with them as well. I work specifically with the New American population.
I'm Laura Hurt. I work with Volunteers of America. I'm the housing case manager. We house homeless veterans.
Good morning, Laura Torres with the South Central Workforce Development Board, and I work with Shannon in the Ready Set Hire program.
Okay, so we'll jump into news and announcements. And I did have, Passports had so much going on. I did want to feature the community resource fair for anybody that might be able to stop by today in Bowling Green, right there in front of the Fairview Shopping Center, which I guess could be called the Crossland and El Maz Shopping Center, as much as they've taken over that space right there. But what can you tell us about the community resource fair today, Priscilla?
Well, we are going to have I know the health department, Sparrow Health. I don't have my list pulled up here in front of me. We have about, I think, 5 vendors that are going to be here today. So they'll just have resources to be able to share with folks who want to stop by. So hope you can stop by. Yesterday we had lots of folks here. We had HIV testing and so forth. We had a community baby shower. So some of those same folks will be back today to offer their resources and services to folks if they want to stop by.
Okay. And then I went ahead and put the next one that you guys hear, or well, another thing that's local to our region. What can you tell us about this QPR?
Yeah, so QPR, QPR, we've been doing that training. Lots of other folks are doing the training, life skills, health department. The health department will actually be doing that one here. If you've not been QPR trained, you need to be. That, of course, with the high rate of suicide that we have, we definitely want to make sure that everyone has resources to be able to help, whether it's their family, their coworkers, or somebody that they actually work with one-on-one in their position. We've offered this virtually. We've offered this in person. If this training doesn't work for you, reach out and we will definitely get you trained. But this is something that everyone should be trained on. I will be training 453 people from Ohio this summer because all Molina staff have to be in Ohio, have to be trained on this, and done that the last couple of years. So this is very important and very near and dear to my heart. So if you haven't had this training and you would like to have it and this doesn't work, just reach out and we'll work that out.
And can I ask, how long will it last? I see that it starts at
1 hour. 1 hour.
Okay.
1 hour.
Great. All right. Who else has got something to share with the group? Stuff going on. Summer's about to break loose.
Bianca and Jake, I don't know if they're on here or not, but we're planning a job fair here in Butler County on May the 20th here in my classroom.
May the 20th. Okay.
From 10 to 2.
Okay. And Frank will, when that flyer is developed, send that out. So if you're getting emails from Frank, Frank should be able to give you guys the details on it.
Brian, FYI, the employer showcase that's held at the KCC Glasgow, I guess we can call it a job fair. There was with Tate Incorporated. There were apparently 6 recruiters, and they actually interviewed 137 folks yesterday for material handlers, welders, and assemblies. And I've got it all broken down. It's about, let's see, 91 for material handlers, 32 for welders, and 34 for assembly workers, for a total of 157 referrals at the KCC Glasgow. It was busy.
Excellent.
Yeah, and they actually turned. I think when it went on till about 1, but they were still interviewing up till about 2:30, and we actually had to turn away about 12 folks. So about 160 folks showed up, but there were actually 137 actual face-to-face interviews from those folks.
Wow.
And also, I was there, and there were a lot of people that would come into the building and turn around and leave. There was standing room only. Our parking lot was full. It was a very successful event. Tate, the employer, was very well pleased.
Yeah, that's great. Paula, when was the last time that building was used for something like that you can remember?
I was trying to think, possibly 3 years ago, really, at least.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we saw some buzz online about it. It was what Joe Publish thing went out there, and I think Leslie reposted that on our social media too. To make people aware, and so it had a little bit of media coverage too. Yeah. Of course, if it had had media coverage on the front end, it would have been probably 3 times that amount of people showing up.
That's true. Once we posted that, like just in the lobby, we had people coming in every day.
Wow.
And if you do know anyone else that's interested in applying, the cards are on the front desk there, and you can just scan them and apply that way. They've had 5,000 applicants.
And they're going to have 400 positions, right? All in total.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. People want to work at Tate. Or they want to make $30 an hour. I don't know which one it is, but I know the rates are being advertised pretty well, pretty high. Okay, who else has got updates? Thank you. Yeah, Frank, this is always also where we can give an update on something that's already passed, so it doesn't just have to be about upcoming things. So anybody else have anything to share?
Well, we will have our graduation this coming end of the month, so that's this month is our busy month to prepare.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, anybody else, or we'll move into the topic? Last call. Okay, so we have a panel today, and so we are going to hear from three folks, and it's like, well, Amy does everything, and I know Rita does everything. So, but they have titles that are a little different, but somewhat overlap too. But we've got Amy, Rita, and Brittany that are going to each talk in different segments, and then we'll have some questions that I'll pose to them at the end to help us best understand and walk away with some things here to know how adult ed works. And I know this is the type of program, like a lot of programs, that this whatever time we have remaining here of our meeting, right? 45 minutes is not enough time to talk about all the wonderful things that can happen and all the success stories that can come out of the programs here that they influence. But as best they can, we'll have them summarize, their roles and what kind of they do and the kind of the flavoring and seasoning that happens that might be specific to certain counties. But this representation here between Amy and Butler, Rita, is based in Logan, but I know has now responsibilities to some of the other county adult ed programs. And then Brittany, who does interact with all 10 of the Brad region adult education centers. So this will definitely represent the region today. So I will let Amy with Butler County take it away first.
Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day, so hopefully everybody's having a good one. A little bit about me. This is my 24th year of teaching, so I'm not too far away from retirement, but that's probably not going to happen because I don't need to retire. So anyway, I taught 16 years at Butler County Middle School. I taught 8th graders and coached. And then it was kind of getting old and I needed a change. So I came here, and I'm glad Penny found me and asked me if I wanted to take on the job here, and here I am. So I do not have any assistants. I'm by myself, so I do everything. I run the whole place on my own, which gets a little crazy, but that's just the way it goes. The main thing I was talking to Brian about the other day was how I have created so many partnerships with so many people across my county. Like I do with the Morgantown Mission. She brings people over here for our target service classes. She brings people over here her name is Shauna, for a GED. Community Action is great. Dion does a phenomenal job of referring people to me. She actually referred 2 people to me yesterday. I just want everybody to understand that you can do so many things if you use your county and utilize who you have in your county, because that's, a team works better than one person by themselves. And so I have a reentry board. I'm on all the Family Youth Service Center boards. I'm on the Grandparents Raising Grandchildren's board. I'm with BC Drug Free. I do the Kiwanis Club pre-release. I also volunteer at our animal shelter, and I put flyers at our animal shelter yard sale building for people that come in to shop. There's flyers, telling what I do here. I also am a partnership with the WRECC community meeting. That's the second Tuesday of every month. I'm on the steering committee for Judge Fleener. I work at the Catfish Festival that we have. And of course I send flyers around to that. That's a big event that's in our county during the 4th of July. And then also I love partnering with the Boys and Girls Club. So I have a lot of partnerships. I have about 15 here in Butler County. So are there any questions about those partnerships? No.
Amy, I kind of do have a question because I work out in Butler County and I'm constantly placing SNAP and KTAP clients. So their biggest barrier sometimes is that lower education and not having their high school diploma and GED. Is there a phone number you have that I can reach you at?
Absolutely, yes. I can put that in the chat real quick.
Awesome.
I'll type that in. Yes, my cell phone number is it's the school cell phone, so you can
Okay.
text or you can call me. Is there somebody asking another question? Okay. I hear someone, but I don't know if it's just someone that's unmuted or. But one of the most exciting things that I want to talk about is we are getting a testing center, a GED testing center in Butler County. I'm so excited about that because transportation is a big problem in our county, and Judge Fleener knows that. He's been working on trying to help with that. We do have a MOGO bus in city limits, and our mayor does a great job with that in the city. But Judge Fleener he's always willing to help and do whatever he can to help people from the county get here, to Butler County Adult Ed. But I'm so excited to tell you about Kenna Martin. She's the director of our public library. We're actually building a brand new library. It should be opening in August. It's beautiful. And then Kimberly Farrell, this is the cool part. Kimberly Farrell is going to be proctoring the test, and she was one of my former 8th grade students. So she's going to be giving the GED tests, and the jail is located 2 blocks from our new public library. So now instead of the jail having to commute and take the inmates to Sky CTC or Edmonson County Adult Ed, they can now bring them straight to our public library, and it's just 2 blocks down the street. They can take a walk if they needed to. So that is a huge deal for my students because a lot of them lack in the transportation department. Like they have to get somebody to take them, and with gas prices right now, it's going to help a lot, I think. So that's another thing. And then Brian wanted me to touch on a few other things. I also partner with our tech school, which is located, like all I have to do is go out my side door and I'm at the tech school. So what I'm doing with the tech school, Miss Jessie McKee, she's our nursing instructor for juniors and seniors here at our tech school. We are doing something next Thursday called Adult Life Skills Expo Project. And her students are actually going to come into my classroom with my students, and they are going to give, group 1's going to give stress management and healthy coping. That's going to be one table. Group 2, personal hygiene. Group 3, nutrition and healthy diets. And group 4, employability skills on employment. So I'm partnering with them because it's kind of cool because some of the kids that come in here, the juniors and seniors, when I do partner with them, they're like, oh, my mom and dad, or I know someone that needs their GED. So that's another way of getting yourself out there. I just feel like teamwork makes the dream work. I'm all about working with people. And that goes along with Brittany Hippler. She and I work closely together a lot. I mean, we're on the phone. We were on the phone yesterday trying to help people. So are there any questions?
Amy, this is Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, you obviously do a great job there. And I mean, you're all things Butler County. Would you have any advice for people that maybe didn't grow up in the county that they live in? And I know that you have so many connections there, and a lot of that is because of your volunteerism. So what would you advise people that live in counties where they don't have so many built-in connections? What's the first thing that they could do to start building partnerships?
They need to go to the Chamber of Commerce meetings. They need to go to any of the public library and set up. They just need to be out there, be visual, be energetic, act like that you really do care about people, and I think people, when you build relationships, building that trusting relationship goes a very long way. So just being visual, being there. I mean, there are a lot of people that have come to me that's not from this county that need exposure, and I just take them there or tell them where to go. And that's what you have to do. You just have to be there and be visual and be excited about being there.
Well, you were born for it.
Thank you. But some success stories I have real quick, and then I think it's Rita or Brittany goes next. So I have a girl named Ashley, and Brittany knows this girl. She came to me, actually she was in jail, and she got out of jail. She's been sober for 5 years. She came to me, and we got her enrolled, Nikki and I got her enrolled in college classes. And now I got her a job at the spay and neuter clinic. And now she is in her second year of having straight A's at Sky CTC. So that's one success story. I'm very proud of her. And she's raising 5 kids as a single mom. So, yeah. And Brittany and I have been her mentors for about a year and a half, I think, a year and a half to 2 years now. So, and then another one is Isabella, who got her GED with me, and she knows 3 different languages. So I went to our superintendent and I said, we cannot lose this girl. She knows Spanish, Chew, and English. And our superintendent, once she graduated with her GED, got her a job in ESL at one of our elementary schools. She's in her second year of college, and I recently put in a scholarship form for her, and she got the scholarship through DAR. So she's going to get rewarded on April the 30th.
Woo, woo!
Anyway, I love my job. I love what I do. I love you all. I'm happy to be here. I really am thankful that Brian gave me this opportunity. Are there any questions or anything I can help you all with? I'm willing to help anytime. You got my cell phone number. Text me, call me, come by and see me. It's a fun place. I'm by myself, but it's a fun place.
This is Nikki from Sky CTC. I just want to say that Amy does a phenomenal job. Being such a small county, you really struggle to find people, you think. But every time I'm on campus, or every week I'm on campus, there are people coming in that I have met at Butler County Adult Ed wanting to further their education. And I think that's huge for how small Butler County is, because you would think that with it being a small county, you might get somebody here and there, but they're actually coming in and doing things. And Amy's there for them even after they finish their GED. They can go to her place and study for college classes. And we had one girl that did not do so well on her reading test. And I told the student, I said, you can always reach out to Miss Amy. And she went back to Miss Amy. Miss Amy helped her, and she passed that test the very next week. So she's there, she's present, and she is always willing to help students. And that makes a huge difference.
Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. I truly do love my job, and I feel like if you have a purpose, everybody needs a purpose, and I feel like I have mine. So, all right. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brian, for having me.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yes, and so we will turn it to Rita now for an intro on Logan and her role in worship.
Good morning, everyone. I am Rita Rogers. I'm College and Career Navigator. I supposed to do all consortium, but so far I don't have a go signal from my director, so I just stay focused in Logan County, which is I am focusing to GEDs. I practice diversity and creating inclusive learning environment where every student feels respected, valued, and supported. I work with students from different cultural backgrounds, like I do. I'm not a native speaker, English speaker, but I try my best. I do my job as best as I can. I incorporate diverse perspective, culturally responsive materials, and real-life examples that reflect the experience of my students. And I feel comfortable to gain confidence so that they can have a confidence as well. So far we are focusing on GED. We reached our state goal. We have 160 students enrolled, and the state goal is only 116, but we overlapped that, and that's great. And I also want to share the success story of the students. Where is that? Okay, Brian.
Yeah, sorry. I'll go back and forth. There we go.
That's okay.
Is this the right slide?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Today, I'm honored to present Logan County, as I said. The first picture, Omar, he got a GED here, and then he graduated criminal justice in New York University. Then the second pictures, which is Macarius, he want to be in military, but he changed his mind that he wants to enroll in Sky CTC, which Nikki already assisted. And he said he wants to be in a coalition repair. Then Edu is my first ambassador during the COEB conference last year, and she got promoted for at the Carpenter Centers. So in there, Dion, he graduated U.S. Navy. So that's the story of our students, but we have a lot of stories that I can share, but I just selected the best one. And next, please. We love showcase our students and spotlight because that matters to us. Without them, we will not have a program. So we really appreciate also their efforts. The one in the picture, the two boys, they are brothers. They joined military as an army, and one is already finished the technician, and then he got a good paying job. The one in the middle, he's a farm worker, and now he's a veterinarian. And then this lastly is Miss Shannon Ryan. He's our valedictorian, and he got a job first at the Taco Bell to have an experience because he's only 18 years old. So next, please. Sebastian, he's my last grads. He took the last test through online at home. He is my last minute GD taker. He said, I want to graduate this year, Ms. Rita, and I wanted to get it done. Just 2 weeks, and he finished it. He got an engineering degree in his country, and now he wants to enroll in college here in America. Next, please. Do you have time?
Yes. Oh, you're fine. You're doing well.
Okay, thank you. And this a day in life of Career Navigator. So my day in Career Navigator is centered around one goal: helping students succeed. Each day I start with checking on my students. I connect with them one-on-one, making sure they're staying on tracks, answering questions, and helping them overcome any challenges they may face. And then I guide them through GED journey, whether it's scheduling tests, creating study plans, simply encouraging, helping them to succeed. And I continue supports until they need a job, or sometimes they need a job immediately. Then I cannot wait to connect to targeted services, but I do help them to start the job application, the resume, and I created LinkedIn account, Indeed account, and I connect them to the futurity.org, which is the one that's highlight in our career pathway. So we do also the Career One Stop, and of course the Kentucky Career Center. Next, please.
Oh, do you want to mention your ESL class?
Oh, okay. ESL class, yes. I am teaching ESL as well. I do every from 4:30 to 6 o'clock, Monday and Tuesday. Then I have classes in the morning. Actually, I supposed to have a class today. I said, cancel the class. I have a presentation. And then, like I said, I try to divide my time between College Career Navigator, GED, and ESL, but we try our best to support each individuals here. And this is all our GED graduate. We are this group is our ESL class, and they get their GED as well. After ESL, I give them a path to GED. I think that's it. Okay. And then our support system, we help to connect them to United Way, then the local churches, then sometimes they ask about life skills, and then we support them in everything we can as best as we can. We give them flyers and if whatever they needs, we just try to help them. I'm not really into community right now because I have to wait, and because Miss Pam told me to stay in the office. So I do enrollment, and but I try to go out to do house visit during weekend on my spare time, but most of the time I'm here at the office because I have to do the enrollment and all the stuff, whoever came here. But I go out once I have a spare time, but usually I'm here at the office all the time.
Oh, and you mentioned these numbers already as far as exceeding your goals.
Yeah, so that's our goals. Okay, now our commitment. At the heart of our program, it is our commitment to the students. We provide personalized student-centered support to meet individuals' needs. We ensure they have the access to the right resources at the right time. We continuously guide and motivate them, especially during challenges, and we celebrate every achievement because every step forwards matters. So we celebrate their success through our Facebook page, and once they get their GED, we post it in Facebook. We give them a cap and gown photo picture, and sometimes we give them a little bit something to cheer them up. So that's it. So because limited fund, we have to budget our stuff, but we try. And that's our ESL student. We love our ESL classes. They are farm workers. We work even Sunday. I work 24/7 without limitation and to achieve our state goal. So I do most of my hours. I will volunteer. I only have 37 hours for my contract, and sometimes I over that, but I'm okay with that because I love my students. I love our students. So that's all matters. Sometimes we do volunteer outside too. So instead of volunteering in a different way, I just have to volunteer to teach the students, to teach the farmers, and so that they're able to, succeed in life, even though they're here just temporary.
Rita, this is Shannon, and I want to say two things. I admire the way that you do celebrate your students and all of their steps forward. You all do a great job of that. And also you do a great job of feeding your guests. They actually provide home cooking when they've got guests in the building. So we appreciate that.
Thank you. That's the Filipino way of being hospitability. Hospitable. We love to cook too, but if we have time, we will cook and feed you.
Oh, and the noodles are so good, and the rice.
I was thinking about the bread. So.
Oh, that bread. Oh my God.
Actually, we're planning to do that next week because we're planning to end of the classes because we have to prepare our graduation, everything, the certification, all the programs. So we have to celebrate with them to feed them authentic food. If you want to come, you can.
Well, now you're raising the bar for Frank. Frank, I'm looking at you.
Oh, Mr. Frank. Yeah, he's a Filipino too. I met him one day.
All right.
Okay, I think this is the conclusion. As a career navigator, I continue to serve to exceed expectation by transforming lives. I am goal-oriented individuals who focus on action. I am a doer. Like I said, I talk less because like you can tell my voice right now is like cracking because I'm not used to it. But but I think I need to practice more if I'm going to attend your meeting. So, but I I I do action. I'm not a talker. So, but I give results and I impact people. That's
Yeah,
it.
and so you said something that I knew what you were saying. I don't know if everybody else did. And it's mentioned very briefly here on this slide, but COABE is the Coalition of Adult Basic
Yes.
Education. I think is what it stands for. It's the national conference thing of adult ed.
Mhm.
It looks like you have had representation at that, and so have your students at the national level. Is that right?
Yes, yes. I started the initiative last year. So I bring students. Actually, I attended a meeting yesterday. I am part of the local representative of COABE. We are having a meeting every once a month for all the states, and uh, I am part of that. So I'm willing to help and willing to learn also from them. So actually, yesterday during our meeting, they are focusing on the students being an ambassador and let our students speak and voice out at what they do and how they impact their lives. So they are trying to let the students tell their stories. And I think we need, that's why I started that initiative to bring the students as student leadership, and they have a meetings over there for a whole summit. It's focusing on the students and how they can improve and how they can voice out to help adult education, especially the funding like that. So they're focused on that. Indiana is the one who focused that. They have ambassador council. They create a group for that is for the students to be part of adult education to tell the stories.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your role in that. All right. Well, let's give Ms. Fleet up.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Brittany. And with we call it RES, or Putting Kentuckians First. It's kind of used interchangeably, but the Reentry and Employment Services branch.
Yes. So I just want to say that my adult ed people are phenomenal. Amy always has so many people coming and we are busy back to back. So it's just really wonderful that I get to partner with them because I think that every one of them really want to help the people and make their life a little bit easier and help them figure out their version of success as kind of what Rita was implying, help them be successful in their eyes. So every month I go to a different county in our 10-county region and host kind of what Amy and Rita alluded to, which is the targeted services orientation. It's really just a time where we sit down and figure out, I can help with their resume, get them connected to the Career Center so that they can do job searches, get them connected with GED if they need it, if they need adult ed. Also, SkyCTC comes and they can get connected with Nikki to get enrolled. And then we have Roberta with the Career Center coming in case we have any veterans. And she also kind of talks about what everybody else does. So it's really just kind of a event where a bunch of the partners get together and focus on people and try and meet them where they're at. Because as Amy alluded, transportation is one of our biggest struggles in the South Central region. So we want to bring it to them. So we're able to make sure that they have the resources that they need to be, actually, I think that's funny because you have a Hart County TSO, but that's definitely a Butler County picture. To meet them where they're at so that we can try and focus on getting them employment. So it's been really good with trying to get employers on board. Yeah, I know Brian and I discussed yesterday. It's been a little bit difficult because not a lot of people are hiring, or and if they are hiring, they're not really hiring people that have maybe a barrier on their background. So being able to work with them and work with the people at Adult Ed has really helped kind of, you know, get their self-esteem up, but also have somebody backing them to say, hey, you know, Amy at Adult Ed says this will be a good fit, and Rita at Adult Ed says you'll be a good fit, so that we can hopefully get them employed. So I don't really know what else. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. But these are great events. And we really would like to, I mean, Amy's is always packed, as you can see. That's normal. We had so many the other Tuesday that we couldn't even get to all of them because of time constraints. But, you know, we've reached out to them and they're going to come back or do it by phone. I mean, I'm always available by phone if they don't have to wait for the targeted orientation. Rita actually messaged me last night about somebody who I'm going to talk to today. So just, you know, just trying to make sure that we are where the people need us. And I think that's what South Central does best.
Yeah, Brittany, there is a guy who just called earlier and he's also incarcerated. I said, call back later on. I have a meeting, then I'll talk to you later. So I will give you the information once he forward to me the message and the number.
Okay. And we do go into the jails for pre-release classes. Amy goes with us to Butler County, and Miss Marie in Logan County goes for them. It's just opportunity to go talk to these incarcerated individuals before they're released, to let them know about all these resources that are available. And we've had a lot of them. Actually, one came to Butler County with his folder that he got that I prepare for them, telling Miss Amy, hey, I did what you said, you and Brittany, I came. And so he's got a job and he's doing well. And I've helped him with some barrier reliefs like boots and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just getting out there, because a lot of these people come from a background where they don't know that this stuff exists. And so we want to make sure to be loud and proud, like Amy. I learned from the best, Amy, to be loud and proud in our communities, to let them know that we are there and we can help.
I wanted to invite you all also, if you all would love to come and watch one of our target service orientation classes. It's the first Tuesday of every month in Butler County. Shannon, Roberta, Nikki, Brittany are just, it's just a phenomenal thing to watch, all of us in action. I mean, we're like little machines and we love doing it. I mean, we usually don't even get lunch until like 2:30, but we don't mind that. So if you're more than welcome to come and visit and watch how some of these classes go. It's the first Tuesday of every month from 11 until 12:30.
And you missed Cinco de Mayo. We had chips and salsa. So
yes,
I mean,
we did. And I don't cook. Sorry, Rita. My husband does all the cooking.
That's okay.
You don't want me to cook.
And I'll say Miss Amy even has students come back who we have helped, and they're on the right track. Of the students she talked about earlier, she'll come back if she has nothing else to do, to make sure that the people that are there are doing what they're supposed to be doing. So it's
I
just
love Ashley.
to watch.
Yeah, I'm sharing on the screen here because you guys are mentioning these events. If you go to our southcentralworkforce.com page and click on the events tab, or it's listed right there on the first three buttons, calendar of events. It always, Leslie has this syncing really nice where it always emulates these events, so you can see the thing literally going on today, like right now. And then forward. So you see a lot of these repeat flyers, but they have different recurring times and locations. And then you can go and load and say, oh, well, what happens with the first of the month? And so then you can see, okay, yeah, so the next one that's going to happen in Butler County is going to be June 2nd.
Awesome.
And then you could click on it to get that flyer to pull up. So if you wanted to print that, specifically, we don't put the dates on the flyer. We just have that recurring schedule on there, but the actual dates are to be found on our website. So I wanted to show you guys that if you hadn't looked or knew where to look for that, because we don't really have Frank send that out. I mean, that would be filling your inboxes a lot because these happen so frequently, but always feel free to come check out the events tab. Same for job fairs. Usually we get those posted on there too when those are scheduled or the flyers have been created.
And Brian, if people need to be connected to places here, you know, areas here in Butler County, feel free to everyone to reach out to me. I can take you to a Chamber of Commerce meeting. I can take you to a youth service center meeting, a grandparents raising grandchildren's meeting, just whatever that you need, or if you need to get out, you know, get out in Butler County, I will take you wherever you need to go.
Yep. Okay. All right, we will finish up here. So I wanted to ask you guys some questions. I'm just trying to get the screen stuff to pull up. I'm faster than my computer and or at least the internet is so far right now, but let's see. It's not loading for me yet. Okay, so no particular person, but any of the three of you, what would you say are the biggest barriers your students face, and what can any of us do to help address those?
Transportation.
Transportation is what I was going to say too.
Okay.
Second chance employment.
I will say one thing I've learned a lot working with my clients is a lot of employers, even big employers, that say they're second chance, like Colby Aluminum and Dark Container. They say they're second chance employers, but I've had people come back and say, you know, my felony is 10 years old and they still told me no. And then we talk about the expungement program, but then if the felony or misdemeanor didn't happen in the state of Kentucky, then they can't get it expunged through the Goodwill Services. So that tends to be, you have these companies saying that they're second chance and they're really not. And it's kind of misleading.
All day, every day, they can say they're second chance for a DUI. They don't have to,
Right.
I mean, it could be something super simple, but I always have to ask them, wait, what type of second chance are you? Will you accept violent crimes? Will you accept sexual crimes? Will you accept drug crimes?
Yeah, and I've noticed when I ask that, because we do outreach as well to different businesses and agencies, and a lot of people think we're like a tip service, and we're not. And they say, well, it just depends, and they end the phone call.
Yeah, it's always case by case. If you hear case
Yeah.
by case, they're not second chance friendly.
Right. That's what I've learned. And not being from Kentucky, it makes it kind of difficult as well. And I think my accent kind of throws people off as well.
Listen, I'll talk for you anytime. I'm country. Amy's country. I mean, whatever you need.
Ma'am, we got you, Samantha.
Thank you.
I think that coming up on the summer months, a big barrier that's we're gonna start seeing more is childcare.
I
And
agree.
that's a big issue in Butler County and Logan County. I think Butler County only has 2 child care facilities, and Logan County only has like 1 or 2 as well.
They're opening a new one. It's
Oh,
called
do you have that information?
Yes, I can pass that along with you too. Just let me send you my email address in the chat too.
Yes.
Yes, sir. My parents are actually doing the plumbing and wiring on it, so that's the reason why I know about it. So yeah, just I'll put my email in the chat, Sam, so you can.
Okay. Yeah, and mine is the same. It's just the end of it's at ky.gov.
So Amy, you're doing a lot. We just need you to open a child care center in your building. Just a small ask.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll move on to another question here. Thank you all for that. What should partners know about how to refer someone to you all? And then what's going to happen after that referral comes in?
Okay.
Well, for me, once I get a referral in, I always ask what their highest level education is, because the first thing I'm going to do is if they need a GED, I'm going to send them over to whatever county that is. I ask what their charges are so that I know, kind of like Sam was saying, which employers I can actually send them to. I ask just kind of like basic information, name, birthday, email. Then we do their resume, and then I will send them the link for Sydney at the Career Center's information so that they can fill out her information and start getting referrals from her, depending on where they are. If they're in Bowling Green, I send them over to Goodwill as well so that they can start working with Chad's team to get extra barrier relief. I mean, just kind of that. And then I follow up with them usually once a week to see, hey, did these people contact you? Did you do what you're supposed to? Did you reach out? Did you apply? And then kind of go from there. Try to make it as personable as possible because a lot of these people don't have that extra support.
I agree with Brittany. And it's also consistency. You know, if they don't show up, and we do have that happen a lot, no show, I reach out, and then, you know, they have to want to help themselves too. So I'll reach out 3 times, and then after that, it's up to them.
Well, let me ask you something that I think I know the answer to. I know how you're going to answer this, but just so everybody knows, like, if somebody is needing services, do they need to wait for when the targeted service is going to happen, or is there another way to get in touch with the local program?
No, absolutely do not wait. Like I said, Rita messaged me last night, Amy calls me, just whenever. That's just there for if you had barrier issues. And a lot of times what I've done too is if they do have employment issues, I will talk to them beforehand and kind of get everything we can get done. Some people want to see me, they want to do it face to face, which is fine. Then I will let them know about the targeted orientation to come to that. But that's really just a recurring event so that people know it's there and can come. Like drug courts will call me ahead of time and send me people, but then if it's the week of, they'll send them there. So yeah, I can do it whenever.
The way I kind of think of it is like, if they just need one thing, that's like ordering Grubhub. You're going to get your need met immediately. But when you can go find out all kinds of things, it's like shopping at Walmart. You're going to pick up all kinds of stuff you didn't know you needed. Is that a good analogy?
So I will say for the single parents or even not parents that don't have income, KTAP tends to be a great resource as well, because on top of the KTAP, they can get transportation assistance. They can get RAP assistance, which is the rental assistance program. They can get help fixing their cars and paying for car insurance and the license and registrations and things like that, and help with like interview clothes and other things. So KTAP has a lot of supportive services within it for participants that they would be able to utilize.
Great, thank you. All right, let me get to what's the biggest misconception about getting a GD, or if, I mean, that's enough of a question, or just enrolling in services in general.
I've had a few that enroll online and it is a scam, and they pay $300 or so. Don't quote me on the number they pay, but I think it's like $350. And I'm like, why? It's free. You know, don't do this. So they think that that's quicker. I've had some students that have been scammed on that. So, or they think it's going to take them like, oh, I can get a GED in like 30 days. You know, sometimes as well. So,
Rita, would you have an answer for that one? What would you say? Oh, you're still on mute.
Okay. Actually, in my experience, when a student came, I always told them it depends on your motivation. For example, like I have a student who just came last Thursday and said, Miss Rita, I've been doing this for many years, but I always started, but I didn't feel. I said, well, if you're going to keep going what you're supposed to do before, you will not succeed. So right now we have to focus on what your goal now. And then I said, start. So I create his GED account. And I said, you start it right now. And he followed the steps. Later on, in 3 days, he passed 3 subjects. Now I schedule him for the official GED this coming May 16, because that's the only available time. Well, it depends on the students. I said it depends on your motivation, how eager you want to get this done. Some people take it longer, like a month or to 10 years, but it depends really on the students, because the resources is there. And then you have just to encourage them and believe them that they can do it. Once they pass the first test, the momentum it's already there. You just have to keep encouraging them to, oh, you passed your test right now. Next you take the test. So you don't have to wait a week to let them take the test. So just started step by step, and then encourage, support them, give resources, and you will be surprised they are capable to do it.
Absolutely. Great. So what about somebody who says, "It's too late for me. I can't do this." What would you say to those people?
Well, the years are going to pass either way. So I think you might as well do something productive with the years that you have. So,
There you go.
There is no perfect timing to do all the, to get your GED. It is the matters of taking action immediately.
Yeah. There was an adult ed director that had as her email signature, "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today."
I like that too. Mhm.
Yeah. So can't change the past, but you can.
Encouragement always helps. I think that if you encourage them and they build that trust with you, they'll do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, those were the questions that I had, and I know we've about hit our time, but any group questions? Anybody from online or in the room that have a question about the GED programs, adult ed, and anything they haven't heard or want to get answered before they walk away here?
No. I don't have a question, but I do just want to say that I really appreciate y'all. Like I can see Rita in those pictures with your students. Y'all are all just beaming. And, the amount of like care and love and just humanity that all of y'all talked about today is really meaningful to me. And like keeping community connections alive, or even like beginning them in some cases. I completely agree with you that that's the most important thing. And I love how y'all do it together. I'm so glad that you're there in Edmonson County and Butler County and Brittany, I don't know, all over Kentucky. I don't know. Y'all are great, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Brian, can I go back to Shannon's question real quick? She had the question earlier about how do you make those connections and things. And I was just sitting here thinking, there's not and I know Brittany and Nikki and Shannon can vouch for this. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for my partnerships, because I have Judge Fleener, the mayor, our superintendent, Shauna from the mission. They come to everything I have. And when you have that kind of support, everything's going to be positive and grow. So I just want to give a shout out to, they're the ones that help me, my partnerships. So I want to give them a shout out for supporting my program, and I appreciate it.
All right. Well done, adult ed. Let's give it one more applause. Round of applause. Digital meetings, whatever you can muster right now. If you guys have anybody want to take next month, which would be I get my thing to go forward. Should be June. Oops, my base wrong button. June 4th. Yeah, June 4th. So we always try to meet the first Thursday of the month. I know we got the reminder to you all a little late with it being yesterday, but it was a little bit of a last minute here. I really appreciate Amy and Rita and Brittany coming in to take this on and talk, because like I said, I know each program could be its own topic. But to have a panel, we've always enjoyed having the panels in the past and hearing representation from throughout the region. So thank you all again, sincerely. But it is as simple as just sharing the love of what you do. So if anybody wants to take the next topic, please let me know. I don't want to have to ask last minute anybody on the spot. But thank you, especially Rita, because I know she made that presentation here just on the last day. And I did not want her to have to do that. So I thought maybe she might have one already, but doesn't have to be work. But if you've got one you've already got that you've done in the community, that's great. If not, we can just talk, or we can have questions that we can lob to you and hear more about your program. So let me know, or let Mr. Frank know. So otherwise, we will see you guys in a month.
Thank you.
Be made. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Have a blessed day, everybody.
Have a good day. Bye.